Hello everyone, thank you so very much for joining me here today and welcome back to Control. The final episode for Control, actually, for this playthrough. We only have the second expansion left, but before we do that, we get some loose ends for the Foundation DLC. I was collecting some cats here and there, off screen. It's for the altered item side quest, the cat that duplicates itself. And I collected all the ID cards so we can make our way to the basement of the warehouse. But before we do that, there's also one more thing here. So let's check it out. I'm gonna bring this with me. I don't know.
I can't see a thing. Maybe I should have thought this through. The light. Another
Whoa.
TV.
He's just mesmerized by the TV. Nothing? There we go. Oh, that's cool. We actually used it as a light source. That's sick. Dude, there's gotta be some secrets here or there. It's Ahti's song. What the hell?
It's so dark. How am I supposed to drag this thing out of here?
Oh, they get mesmerized by it. Of course they do. They have some health. I'm taking care of him just in case. Yeah, TVs are a problem in this universe. That's actually sick. You can see the footage. Whoops. It is Ahti. Dude, he's a freaking god. In the Remediverse. Oh god, not the astral spike.
This is fine, Jesse.
No, it's not.
Okay, just don't drop the TV.
Yeah, we need a TV. Uh-huh. Cool. That is freaky. That's awesome. Gonna leave it right here. Oh, I actually need that TV. There we go. It is so freaking dark in here. Was it? Yeah, there's one left over there. Wow, there's actually a lot left. I'm gonna let it face this way. Oh my god. You serious? Do they infinitely respawn? Actually, give me that. Let me just put it. There. Now I can see. Sucks to be you. Yeah, I'm trying to see if there's any secrets around. This might be one, right? Let me just take care of these guys. Well, TV's gone. Oh, there it is. Just gonna leave it here. Actually, let me let it face this way. I don't know if this is the way to go, actually. I think it is. Yeah, there's nothing else here. No, this guy's lonely. Let me just take care of him. Alright, one way to go. I do wonder if we're gonna get more answers regarding Ahti in the sequel. Oh god, of course this thing is here! I don't know where to go. Oh. Okay. This is optional, cool. Yeah, once we're done with these loose ends, we can move on for the second expansion. Which is all about Alan Wake. Which is awesome. That is so exciting. Oh. Hey guys. Did I use the TV? I did, didn't I? Yeah. What the hell? What the hell, dude? That's insane. The freaking damage. Where are we at? That's a light source. This is somewhere. Not here? Really? Guess not. Oh, there we go. Finally, some light. Okay. Where are we to go? We don't need this light source, we have the TV with us. Of course. You're in a weird spot, buddy. Okay. Just leave this here. At least you can tell if they're affected or not by the glow on their head. So. Line up, everyone. That's right. Okay. Well, music's still going. Another light source. Really? Point blank sniper rifle and he's not dead. There we go. No. No. Stay still. God. Should I be taking care of these guys? I don't think I... Yeah. I don't think I should, really. They're not following me here. Okay.
There's the way out. Up there. Back at the cell. Thank God.
Yeah, get inside there. We actually got a bunch of files as well off screen. So, let's read them. Meteor Hills Summary, AWE3, 1958, Wisconsin. Per archival mandates, Peridimensional occurrence consists of 3 sequential sinkholes induced by subterranean implosions revealing a foreign material of magnetic qualities. A local chapter of the Youth Science League were participating in archaeological dig on the hill when the event occurred. Many boys were injured in the resulting collapse. Some touched the magma directly. Yikes. Bureau agents arrived at the scene 7 days after the incident. 7 days? Samples of the lava-like material were taken. The area was quickly sealed off from the public at our recommendation. Our aim was to ensure all remnants of the material were rendered inoffensive, but the magma descended too deeply into the earth to retrieve. Foul-smelling odors were detected in the area, which were hypothesized being the dissipated element vapor trail left at the scene. All acquired material was delivered to Washington for examination in the Bureau's on-site laboratories. VHS tape. Procedures. So the tape itself is an altered item, not the TV. 1978. Item has proven possible to fully contain within proximity of human beings. Item is to be sent to the south in order to prevent any future access. A VHS video system, tape cassette. Item will not eject from the television player used at the time its altered status became evident. The VHS plays footage of Ahti, Entity A1. Dude, they actually know about him. Well, I guess enough to regard him as basically an alien, a supernatural entity. Cleaning a floor and dancing, this footage renders individuals incapable of movement, speech, or thought while the television screen is within view. This effect is estimated to last indefinitely, though the most time spent in this state by a test subject is 21 hours. Individuals only recollect hearing strange music during their entranced state. Footage plays on a constant loop, even when the television is not connected to a power source. We're not affected. Is it because Ahti likes us, or Polaris? Even the television and its footage are contained within a closed cell with no window, agents in proximity have been driven to open and enter the cell by the item's entrancing nature. Wow. The item's creation is the source of much research and debate. It was a product of Bureau's first attempts to film Ahti. So they were trying to film him. That's how it came to be. Entity A1. During Operation Shallow Tide, an agent was able to conceal themselves in an area frequented by Ahti. Wait, now it's not redacted. At which point, they began filming. The agent reported that the video camera showed no signs of disturbance during the filming. Later, when reviewing the footage, the research staff became mesmerized by its altered effect. As I said, measures were taken and the altered evaluation began. Never before have Bureau personnel been so closely involved in the creation of an altered item. The experiment was quickly replicated, though not with the same results. The footage was simply useless in every subsequent attempt. This event spawned a great debate as to whether altered items are created by paranatural entities, intentionally or otherwise. Similar experiments were prohibited soon after. See the Ash Act for details. As the creation of altered materials was deemed an action the Bureau should not engage in. Smart. Northmore. Medical results. To Dr. Rosen from Northmore. Frank, I have reviewed the report of my latest medical. I was disappointed to see that you believe my connection to the service weapon and the board are products of delusion brought on by the stress of leadership. I mean, this is the first time they interact with the board, right? Or the director at least interacts with the board. I got a service weapon. You witnessed my feats firsthand. You yourself declared my body temperature impossible. These are not delusions. They are the product of divine collaboration. The board has awoken in me a power beyond your understanding, and that power will only continue to grow. Your job is to merely ensure that I survive my gift, and with absolute discretion. To that end, my gifts are best used with a degree of mystery that your needles and probes betray. No further medicals shall be required. I forbid you to speak of this matter with your colleagues, especially Dr. Ash. Under no circumstances do I want him involved. Keep your mouth shut and keep me alive. The board knows what I have become, and theirs is the only opinion that counts. Sincerely, Director Northmore. Yeah, it's like the board are the director at this point. I feel like I'm missing something here. Like, why would they give me a light source to go back to this place? Right? Oh, there's mold now. What's here? Is there anything I missed here? Trying to see. Can't really tell. Oh! Wait. Have I been there? I think that's enough. No, I haven't been here. That's my answer. That's one of the cats. Talented janitor. Well, I'm glad he came back. Compiled by Dr. Ash, head of research. Another thing that happened today. I was on my way to the lower caves to visit the Id. I was bringing them a teddy bear to see what they'd do with it. When I came across a stranger, I found this unperturbed composure in a strange place curious. So I engaged him in a conversation. He explained himself in idiosyncratic foreign manner. I believe he's one of the Finnish immigrants that have been arriving to the city. That's Ahti. It's odd that the Bureau has already brought sanitation services down here. Cleanliness is next to godliness, I suppose. His name was difficult to make out, but I found him to be an interesting fellow. He knows a surprising amount about this place and seems to move in it with an uncanny ease, which I admit vexes me a bit. I thought I would master the twists and turns of this beast's belly before some janitor, and yet he easily slipped away and left me lost in the red caves when I tried to pursue. I hope to run into him again. He seems to feel right at home here, as I'm beginning to. Perhaps next time I'll introduce him to the Id. I bet they'd like that singing voice of his. He is the biggest mystery, honestly, of this universe. He's awesome. Guys, seriously? Just make my way back. So... only place left is the warehouse and the foundation. There is a shower that I can interact with for some reason in the warehouse section, but that's about it. We can just open the valve, but nothing happens. So, oh my god. So let's make our way to the basement. To the warehouse basement. 4 for melee damage, sure. Warehouse. Yep. Alright. Enemies usually spawn in here. Which one had the shower? This? It's this one. Yeah, look at this. There's gotta be something. I'm ignoring you guys. Yeah, I don't know how many cats we have left. But for now, let's go down. I've collected like 7 or 8 cats, seems like. Basement lab.
Dust. Still, this lab's way tidier than any of Darling's.
I also went to their place. Oh, The hell? The cat's place, the fire break. But the door is locked still, so I guess we need to collect them all. Alright, I guess we have water now for the shower. What the fuck, dude? Trying to speak here. Ouch. Alright, let's see what this is.
Why would they need such a heavy door down here?
I've got a bad feeling about this, man. Oh, it's Gibbs! That thing has a laser? It does. Gibbs was the one that was stuck here with by the house shift, right? There we go. We got him. R.I.P. Gibbs.
This looks like the nail, only mini.
Yeah, it does.
A document. Is
Find
this in
Dr.
some kind
Ash's
of code?
notes.
Can't read a word of it.
Gotta take
I
it to
should
Pope.
take this back to Emily.
Yeah.
And tell her I got into Ash's secret lab.
Northmore final warning to Ash. As director of FBC and chosen representative liaison benefactor of the greater authority of the board, I demand your immediate withdrawal from the Foundation. Prior memos issued broadly to the Foundation staff called for swift reassignment of all personnel to the upper levels of the House. All staff compiled except you. This demonstrates a lack of respect for my office and the board itself. This is their house and we are their guests. We should conduct ourselves accordingly. Normally, such insubordination would be grounds for dismissal, but out of respect for your late father, consider this instead my final warning. The board and director Ash chose me as successor to the office, and no amount of petulance will change that. Indeed, your actions seem to suggest you know better than myself, and by extension, better than the board. Permit me to assure you that this is not possible. Sincerely, Northmore. Well, he seems nice. I guess that's why they put him in a container. Whoa, the freaking eyeballs. That's a lot of eyeballs. What does that mean, though? Former? He's the only entity with a big-ass eyeball. Alright. Let's go upstairs and check out the showers again. See if we can turn them on. Uh-huh. Oh! Kitty. I don't know if that's all. Hopefully. I can go and check on their place. Should be here. Let's see. I think, at least. Or am I mistaken? Yeah, they're the cats. Oh, I think I got them all. Cool. That took me a long time, by the way. This is weird. I love it. Oh my god, how many how many doors are there? What's behind this? Are you serious? This is ominous. No fucking way. Oh, I thought I was missing a cat. Nowhere. One of us. One of us. Well, that was worth it. It was. What if I do if I... Okay, we're still in the cult. Does it do anything? I think it does. Wow, projectiles fired +9. That's actually insane. Put on. That's gonna do a lot of damage. Okay, cool reward. We got cat ears. Thank you, kitty. Now let's go talk to Pope, then we can make our way to the other expansion. Definitely worth it.
If it isn't my favorite director. I found Ash's secret lab. Excellent. Please tell me everything. Spare no details.
Well, there was another cave. The walls were covered in paintings of eyeballs. The research seemed dedicated to studying a kinda... smaller version of the nail. It looked like the same material as the one up here, but just a different shape.
Well, are you sure you didn't see any functioning prototypes? Or at least some schematics? I mean, Dr. Ash was a very accomplished engineer.
None. Sorry. I did find this handwritten note.
Wow. Ash had terrible handwriting. Never meet your heroes, right? So it looks like a transcribed conversation between Ash and someone named F.
I knew it. It's the former.
Ooh.
So the former's
this
making
is
his
juicy.
own nail now.
This'll take me days to parse out. Maybe
Interesting.
weeks.
Have you ever thought about taking a vacation, Emily?
Are you kidding? This is my vacation, Jesse.
Pope's collection. A strong foundation. Complete all missions in the foundation. Sick. Can still talk to her.
If you're not gonna listen to me, then you better go figure out how to stop this. There's no telling what could happen if the vibrations escalate.
I'm gonna keep looking around.
We've
I wish I could go with you, but I
Exhausted
still
her
need 3
dialogue,
hours
though.
of training before I can do field work.
We'll work on that.
okay.
Don't be a stranger.
We're done with her. Cool. Greater melee damage. 4. Okay. Back here. So we can activate our second expansion. What this episode is all about.
Everything's good here, Director.
Darkness engulfed the elevator.
It begins!
There was something there, reaching for her, trying to make her act.
We still have the Kais.
It was a distress call. Faden sensed a
Are these the
drowning
devs?
man, a hunger in the dark. Investigation sector.
Investigation sector.
Huh?
A new sector.
We should check this out.
Oh, this is hype. This is awesome. This is awesome.
Darkness engulfed the elevator. There was something there. A presence. Jesse Faden could hear it. A call. It was faint, reaching for her from a dark place. Faden was sensitive to visitations. She had them all the time. From her guiding star and the previous director. She was the perfect receiver.
Guidance Star.
As
Polaris.
if she'd been made for this. Faden paused to feel it. The force at play here. It was changing things around her.
Yeah, dude, this is
Trying
insane.
to
This...
make her act.
I don't know if this indicates
Faden
that
didn't like that. Her
Wake
guide felt it too. Polaris didn't
like,
flare up in
wrote
defense
all of
as
this.
much as so it wasn't all bad. Not a hostile transmission. It was powerful, but it was coming
Like,
from
I know
far
he
away.
can't write a story out of nothing, but he can alter stories.
It was a distress call. Faden sensed a drowning man. A man desperate to escape. She sensed something else too. A hunger in the dark. Not unlike the hostile resonance. Waiting. She knew that desperate
dark
acts could have
presence.
grim consequences.
The Dark Presence is here.
It was this, more than the man's despair, that made her follow the call. The elevator lights winked back on. The darkness receded like a memory. There was a new button on the elevator control panel. Investigation sector. Faden pressed the button. The elevator doors slid shut with practiced bravado.
Yeah, this is insane. Alan Wake is insane. The idea of him, the concept. And there it is. Whatever he writes basically comes true. That's been the case in this universe. Ooh, alright, creepy. Very dark. Sector head office.
Hello? Anyone here?
This is a big place.
Yes,
Settle in,
what?
guys. Settle in, grab some snacks, get some drinks. There's gonna be a lot of reading in the investigation sector, which makes sense, I guess. Missing agents. Mr. Kirkland, this is the head of the investigation sector, if I remember correctly. Here are the latest agents confirmed missing, presumed dead from the containment breach yesterday. All these guys. Letters of condolences will be delivered to you to sign prior to sending them to their families. You'll be updated as soon as additional confirmations are made. Also, per your request, a network engineer checked how many cases were backed up digitally. Unfortunately, a large number of active investigations were not archived yet, and the only hard copies of reports exist behind the firebreak. They're lost, I'm afraid.
Seems a lot more crowded than the rest of the Bureau.
I mean, this is where they investigate everything, right? The Adler investigation by Tim Spalder, Special Agent, by order of Kirkland. Per authorization from Mr. Kirkland, internal investigation was launched into the ethical practices of Dr. Casper Darling, head of research. Despite the accounts of Anonymous regarding inhumane treatment of a currently housed in the Bureau, I think they're talking about Dylan, which makes sense. That is pretty freaking inhumane to have him imprisoned all these years. Our official findings regarding this were inconclusive. Numerous obstacles arose during this investigation. The majority of sector personnel seemed to be wholly unaware of any such contained there. One confirmed code name to be I'm assuming, yeah, P6. All files pertaining to that name were inaccessible, being classified under the highest clearance level. Investigators were similarly blocked from entering the research wing to interview its staff. The matter was further complicated by the lack of clarity on whether non-human paranatural entities warrant humane treatment. While this investigation cannot address any charges against Dr. Darling, we do recommend investigation into research. Casey? Okay. To Dennis from Gleason. Possible lead on the Wake case. Mr. Dennis, a request came through recently from an FBI agent asking for all our files on Bright Falls, specifically on the disappearance of the author Alan Wake. Per the inter-agency information exchange agreement, I had some paper pushers gather up a folder of all the pre-approved files. Don't worry, all the inappropriate material is either missing or redacted, of course. But I'm writing to let you know that we received this request from a special agent named Alex Casey. Sounds familiar, right? That's because Alex Casey is the name of the fictional detective in those hard-boiled crime books Alan Wake wrote. Well, it's not fictional, that's for sure, especially after playing Alan Wake 2. Pretty interesting that an FBI agent sharing a name with the most famous character Wake wrote is looking into a case dealing with a writer's fiction coming true. I think this is worth looking into. But what's your opinion? Just give the word and I'll set surveillance on this guy. Yeah, dude, there's a lot to read. Tractor supplement. Altered item 82. 2019. Scene not acquired. Miscommunication led to a local coroner examining the body of William Burrow. Male Caucasian. 33-year-old man found dead on his property. Police reports. Remains obtained for coroner's office also include blood, urine, bile, stomach contacts, and bone fragments. What the hell happened to him? Blunt force injuries to the head, lacerations, left ear and cheek, blunt force injuries, extremities, dislocation, right knee. Yeah, he got messed up, basically. Conclusion. It is my opinion that Mr. Burrow's death is not the result of a mechanical accident. As claimed by authorities, the removal of organs is consistent with animal attack. Complete evolution of multiple organs, including stomach, heart, liver, pancreas, kidneys, and portion of the large and small intestines, all missing from the scene. Keystone inspection. Mr. Kirkland, we stopped at Keystone on our way to the target AW like you asked. I'm sending my report directly to you to try and keep a lid on this Grumman Morales desertion issue. We don't find any sign of them here. Given their records, it is possible they've switched teams, like you suspected, but I don't think that's the case. An event definitely occurred here in Keystone, and I think Grumman and Morales got caught up in it. The entire population has vanished into thin air. So like Ordinary? Reminds me of the, well, there we go, Ordinary case, but that was just the adults, if I remember correctly. This is different. I think our guys are casualties, not traitors. If it was an AWE, it seems to be over. We walked through the whole town, and the only strange thing we noticed were markings on various buildings. 2 overlapping circles with a dot in the shared space. That's one of the icons. Yeah, that's one of the doors in the Ocean View Motel. They got transported there to that dimension, wherever that is. Could be unrelated. I'll show you the pictures when I get back. In the meantime, you should send a team out here to cordon this place off and maybe get the comms guy Working on cover story. Keenum. I love that we're still rocking our cat ears. Control point there. Tracked procedures. Items known in Bureau custody. None known. A Frank elk tractor olive green, dried blood in the grill when last seen. Items capable of vocalized response or growls. And unmanned locomotion. Considered highly aggressive and dangerous. The item first came to the Bureau's attention after the death of William Burrow, owner of Burrow Farm outside of Trenton, Texas. Local authorities arrived on scene after an employee found the mutilated body of Mr. Burrow beneath his tractor. Police arrived but were immediately driven away by the tractor. Panicked calls to federal authorities were intercepted by Bureau communications staff. A team was dispatched. Upon arrival, the agents approached the item. It responded by growling like a bear. 3 agents were injured when they tried to detain the item, which escaped. Aerial searches for the item are ongoing. Are we gonna find this tractor in the second game? Speaking to Mrs. Burrow only revealed that she had a domestic altercation with Mr. Burrow earlier the night of the incident. Whether these events are connected is currently unknown. Yeah, that is pretty freaking dangerous. And still on the loose as well. Ethics investigation. Compiled by Patricia, by order of Kirkland. Per authorization from Mr. Kirkland, internal investigation was launched to the legality of the Prime Candidate Program, again, by the Federal Bureau of Control. So they keep investigating themselves. I guess this is why this department exists, this sector, to set limits. Since all known subjects relevant to the investigations use executive privilege to decline interviews, very little first-hand information was gathered. However, anonymous sources and documentation declassified by Mr. Kirkland both paint an alarmingly clear picture of systemic were brought to the old house and placed under examination testing with the aim of appointing one as director upon maturity. Yeah. This program has produced no successful cases and only results in the traumatic of preternaturally inclined. Not only is this in the breach of the Ash Act, but flies in the face of basic human. This investigation team unequivocally the Prime Candidate Program recommends that it be immediately. Yeah, as long as it's for science, I don't think they care about ethics, really. Especially the guys at research. Are you serious? They live for this. Under her background, yeah, the morgue lady by Agent Lisa Keenan. Dr. Ryan Underhill is professor at the University of Woodrow in the United Kingdom, where she teaches biology with a focus on botany. Dr. Underhill once worked with the Bureau as a parabotanist stationed in the research section of the oldest house. She served with no incidents or demerits and is praised by those who formerly worked with her, including Dr. Darling. Dr. Underhill has no known connections to the paracriminal organizations or any record of breaching her NDAs since leaving the Bureau. Her civilian behavior has been ideal, with the exception of an ongoing personal relationship with Dr. Darling that appears to have begun during their time as co-workers in the research sector and revisited intermittently ever since. Depending on the duration of her work in the oldest house, it may be required to have both parties sign a relationship clearance form. Yeah, I knew something was happening between them there. This investigation has found no compelling reason to deny Dr. Darling's request to offer Dr. Underhill an interim position with the aim of finding a solution to the moral threshold issue. Hence why she is back here at the oldest house. Director investigation. Wow, director himself. Compiled by Redacted. Per authorization from Mr. Kirkland. Dude, Mr. Kirkland is investigating everyone in this bureau. Good on you. At this point, I think he's dead, though. Was launched into the investigation of Director Zachariah Trench. A recent change witnessed in Director Trench, including aggressive... Oh, this is after he came back from the slide, after he was corrupted by the hiss. Other staff has been observed. However, this investigation is aimed at interpreting this issue rather than proving it. Notable between Director Trench and Dr. Darling has been witnessed by numerous Bureau staff. Although both declined to meet for an interview on the matter, witness accounts suggest their arguments center around the Dimensional Research Wing. Yeah. And the slide projector kept inside. However, no evidence exists to confirm Dr. Trench's as anything more than interpersonal disagreements. This investigation has concluded that Dr. Trench's behavior is no indicative of any, and that his fitness to lead is not in question. Okay. Why is there a helmet here? Trench, official warning. Kirkland, I'm growing tired of your blatant attempts to lay your incompetence at my doorstep. I know you want this to be true, but your head investigations. This failure is your responsibility. What do you think would happen holding a dangerous specimen investigations? The containment sector exists for a reason. They are better trained and better equipped for this type of work. In fact, they have admirably taken on certain AWE monitoring responsibilities that your staff are no longer capable of. This happens more and more now. I don't think your petty internal investigations have gone past my notice. You are warm. Everything I've done has been for the benefit of the Bureau. The Prime Candidate program only failed because of Darling. You are both failures, plotting against me. You are traitors, but the truth will emerge out of you. Yeah, he's speaking like that incantation that the Hiss usually say when they're levitated. You are choosing to become my enemy, Kirkland. You don't want to be. Zachariah Trench, director of the FBC. Oh, cool. We can see our reflection there. Staffing issue. Dude, this room has like, what, 10 documents? Mr. Dennis. So yes, there's an increase in AWE cases, and yes, it would be a good idea to put together a special task force to examine exactly why that is. However, it seems that a tiny little detail has slipped through the cracks. We don't have the damn staff. If you accept us to detect, investigate, and process more AWE cases, you need to give us more people. It's simple math. Between the staff that we lost in the Hartman thing... Hartman from Alan Wake 1. The Lodge, basically, the doctor. And the ones who left for other departments after Kirkland quit. We're barely managing to keep up the workload. Hell, just finding the paperwork for all the altered items we left behind in this sector has been an ordeal. So Dennis became the head after Kirkland quit. Another thing, this is going to sound paradoxical, but we have an overcrowding situation. This lobby isn't meant to accommodate a whole sector's worth of staff. We put forward a motion to move investigations to a more suitable location months ago. It better not still be sitting on your desk. The people are getting restless, and as Kirkland's interim replacement, yeah, it's your job to handle it. Agent Grayson. Yeah, Grayson's pissed. Do even more documents? Resignation letter. Don't make concern. It is with great anger and regret that I tender my resignation as head of investigations for FBC. Yeah, this is Kirkland. I do this in protest of the rampant disregard for my departments. My staff cannot continue to work in these conditions. Previous requests and warnings have fallen on deaf ears, so I must now rely on my actions to speak louder than my words ever could. I blame this situation on our, I'm assuming, director, Trench, who has routinely ignored my request for assistance in reclaiming the parts of the investigation sector lost to Hartman? To the Hartman thing loose inside. I will never forget the screams of brave agents begging for us to open that firebreak. I will carry that shame for the rest of my days. The FBC, the Bureau, has failed his... The director has failed his agents. I shall never forgive him for that. Sincerely, Kirkland. Yeah, this whole sector is abandoned and got messed up. The Hartman thing, huh? Fascinating. So this does nothing? We'll put it here then.
There. Now that gate should open.
Oh, well. I had to do this, I guess, yeah. Cauldron Lake update, here we go. To Chief Investigator Dennis. It happened again, third time this year. Something certainly has it out for our... could be raccoons. The locals certainly complain about them enough, but why the hell would raccoons keep going after a monitoring station? Doesn't add up. Anyway, I've got a Bureau tech going to the site next week to take a look. By the way, guys, there's gonna be spoilers for Alan Wake 2, so keep that in mind. These weren't raccoons. These were the tree cult. I forgot what they called the second game. Next on the list of recurrent problems is the staff at the Lake House Research Station. How am I supposed to effectively keep an eye on Lake if they won't let me see any data? Hell, I don't even know what they're researching out there. We need to petition them again to share their info with investigations agents. It's only a matter of time before this hits again, and I want to be prepared. If anyone at HQ will ask why the Bright Falls report is a little thin this month, tell them it's because we couldn't take any readings. In the meantime, I might invest in some raccoon traps. Agent Estevez. Yeah, she was deployed on Cauldron Lake. We saw her in the second game. Kitty? Yeah, kitty ears. Specimen escape assessment. The purpose of internal investigation is to examine the containment failure of specimen SI-1 that resulted in the deaths of redacted agents. An inspection report of the containment equipment 3 days earlier showed no faults. Investigators suspect human error to be the cause, yet no department has provided any evidence to support this. Technicians were able to recover the researchers' notes on the specimen from the internal network. The specimen began displaying a sharp increase in aggressive, cross-referencing that data with various logs found only 2 events inconsistent with the sector's daily routine. The air filters were changed an hour prior to this incident as a civilian named Alice Wake entered the sector regarding an unrelated investigation. That's when he turned? You thought this game's protagonist is a man? No, that's the second game, the sequel, that's coming out this year. We're playing as his sister right now, Jessie. Given their connection to the same AWE case, it is likely that Mrs. Wake's presence is relevant to the specimen's escape. Investigation is ongoing.
I'm no detective, but something definitely happened here.
Yeah, there's a fire break. That's keeping the Hartman thing. Blessed organization. This group individual has operated outside the Bureau's notice for decades, perhaps longer, displaying a level of skill and caution rarely seen in paracriminal groups. A review of past cases has found various mentions of their activity over the years. 2016, a production company called Blessed Pictures was connected to an altered item case. Yeah, the movie, basically, that we interacted with last time, as well as the death of an agent from exposure to illicit preternatural materials. In 1994, a Los Angeles-based public speaker named Chester Bless was involved in the illegal use of an altered item. In 1988, a business called Blessed Repair and Service was suspected of involvement with an object of power case, perhaps even creating it. Wow, not even an altered item. A whole-ass object of power. None of these businesses or individuals have ever been located. However, their connection to appearances of altered items and objects of power is too direct to be considered circumstantial. An arrest order has been issued for any persons believed to be involved with the Blessed organization. We even see them in the second game. In Alice's apartment. When she wanted to move her stuff. Like Blessed Shipment, something like that.
Do we know each other?
Oh, here we go.
This feels familiar.
As the spiral
Can't seem
door.
to- I've forgotten it. I'm sorry. My name is Alan Wake.
We're taking a peek into the dark place. Where Wake is being held, basically, at the moment.
Who are you? Who are you? Do I know you?
I'm your friend Tom. Tom Zane. There's nothing to worry about.
Tom. The poet. The diver. You look different.
That was just a role. A character.
He looks just like you, Wake.
Protagonist I played in my old film. I'm a filmmaker. An auteur like yourself. We're working on this together, remember?
This is so trippy.
An artistic collaboration. You need a drink.
Night Springs? Oh? Darling?
Yippish.
Kippish. Darling's just having fun in the Night Spring episode right now. That's where he is.
Endless. Darkness. Nothing holds still.
But we're very close now. You've been writing. You found a way to escape. It'll work this time.
Riding.
You found a way!
No. I don't...
Yeah, you never stop writing, Wake.
Wait.
You never will, feels like.
It's my double. He's out there. I've seen it.
Yeah. Nothing to worry about.
Scratch.
I'm dealing with it. It's fine, my friend. Let me handle him.
You've met him? What the hell?
There's the
Now,
aggression.
come on. You misunderstand me.
So, yeah, we took a sneak peek into the dark place.
That was Alan Wake, the writer who went missing in that AWE case I read about. What's he doing here?
He wrote this whole universe, Jesse.
Thomas Zane was with him. The poet. No, wait. He was a filmmaker. I always remember that wrong.
So, that scene happened again in the second game, Alan Wake 2. But the thing is, it's not a loop. It's a freaking spiral, as you can see here. So the events keep happening again and again, but they differentiate just enough from each other. And he goes even deeper and deeper into the dark place every time. With every loop, basically. Speaking of dark. Oh, fuck this. I'm going back. Why are they all open? Turn that shit off. You don't know Control and Alan Wake stories are connected? They're basically in the same universe. Okay. Turns off the radio and the TV. And the vending machine. What now? Just give me chills. Let's get the hell out of here. I don't like this place.
Dr. Emil Hartman, devoured.
Open this here.
Dr. Emil Hartman was desperate. The Federal Bureau of Control had stolen his life's work.
Boo.
This was his last chance, his final experiment. What he'd been too scared to do before. Hartman dove into the lake, was taken, devoured by hungry darkness, became the thing that had been Hartman.
The Hartman
Only an
thing.
echo of him remained, fragmented impulses on autopilot.
He dived
Violent,
into Cauldron
bloodthirsty
Lake.
darkness in the driver's seat. Emerging from the lake, the thing was captured by the FBC.
Mm-hmm.
Brought in, contained, studied. The thing broke loose, killed everyone it could. The FBC fell back and sealed the sector. The thing was alone in the dark, lurking, roaming, waiting. Then something else came. Not darkness, but similar enough. A sound. A
The
resonance.
hiss.
It shouldn't be a surprise. If there's one, why not another?
And now we know
The
there's a
darkness
third
inside
thing
could
in
have
the
been
sequel.
immune, could have resisted, fought, could have been passed by, passed through with no effect. But it didn't, and it wasn't. Maybe it had grown weaker over time, not aged. It was timeless, but weaker with no link to its source. A metamorphosis followed. The thing that had been Hartman went through another change.
Oh god. So Hartman doesn't only have the dark presence in him.
My hungry darkness.
He got corrupted by the hiss as well.
And Hartman
Great.
broke loose, killed everyone it could, lurking, roaming, waiting. Then something
This
else
oldest house is insane.
resonance. The thing that had been Hartman.
Now we're back here. Let's see if I have any other... Oh, I can change my customs here. I guess I gotta be an executive to do that. Hey Lil, how's it going? Dude, we didn't even explore 5%, 10% of this place. This place is insane. Excuse me. Oh god, that's a bad way to go. What's up, Azariah? How's it going?
Would be damp
Investigation
and
sector.
abandoned. Why did Wake want me to come here?
Jesse, Wake is basically God in this universe. It kind of feels like he's... Whoa! As I was saying, it kind of feels like whatever he writes comes into existence.
That doesn't look like a house shift.
No, but we're used to this, right, Jesse?
No.
We are. Can I do anything here? Not just a grip. No new weapons. Oh. me see this guy. Man, they really hurt. You can easily lose health in this game.
Of course, the Hiss are already in here.
Of course they are. Is this the start? No, this is actually the second expansion. We're done with the main story.
Whoa. Looks like the house has gotten a little wild in here.
Welcome.
Good God. Thank you for the subscription. Line style is pretty good. Yeah, it's pretty satisfying. To launch debris and...
Welcome.
You basically have telekinesis. All the psychic abilities, really, you can think of. Well, except for mind reading, I guess. Yeah, it's on PS5.
Welcome.
Hartman arrest. Offender name, Hartman Emil. Victim, Wake, Alan. Anderson, Thor Anderson, Odin Anderson.
Welcome.
Rudolph Lane. Wendy, yeah, Thomas Emerson. Yeah, he was basically using these guys to his advantage at the lodge.
Welcome.
Thank you for the follows and subscriptions, everyone. Appreciate it. Dennis, Special Agent Remy. Charges code for kidnapping of altered individuals. Yeah. Sanctions against altered organizations. Obstruction of Bureau investigation. Breaching the Ash Act. Offender's property seized as evidence, the lodge, to be used in conjunction with an ongoing AWE investigation. Offender's personnel effects have been sent to research for analysis. After being cleared by Bureau researchers, all victims have been released. Biannual surveillance orders were assigned to each except the Anderson brothers due to their senility and Wake, possibly deceased.
Welcome.
Aha, this is cool, man.
Welcome.
A poster about a hole in the wall, but if you break the wall, it's actually a hole. Just like the poster.
Welcome.
Yeah, I'm YouTube too, Amy. Where are we going? That way. Personal mods full. Deconstruct these ones. Infinite rarity. That's you. Yeah, I might as well deconstruct this too. Blast radius. Okay. Yeah, possibly. That's why I'm getting a lot of subscribers. Thank you guys so much for that. Appreciate it. Hello, my feet gossip at night and now I have to wear shoes to bed. Sincerely, me. God, I love the dead letter so much. Like I said before, my favorite documents in the game. Very same person, yeah. Nothing wrong with him. So this is where it came from. And service time. Assuming we have to go around, yeah.
This darkness is blocking the door.
Ah.
So Now I have to deal with an interdimensional
We are
noise
familiar with this
and
darkness.
sentient shadows.
Yep. From Alan Wake. So we need light. But before we do that. So fucking dark in here.
Light burns it away, huh?
Yeah, makes sense.
Sense.
Mm-hmm. I think I'm hearing more darkness. Right? Oh, this is the mold. Yeah, this oldest house is insane. My character is detective? No. She just stumbled upon this house and just became a director. Like a supernatural entity made her director of this place. And she went along with it because she likes it. It's weird. And she likes weird stuff. She was also looking for her brother here. That was detained by the Bureau. Yeah, let me take care of these things. I'm assuming that Ahti's gonna give us a task to clear them, so might as well do them now. Okay. That's about it, I guess. Becoming a god? Why not? Well, almost. You do have godlike powers. I mean, look at this. We can just fly. Alright, moving on. Hartman. You're jealous? Well, all you have to do is go to another dimension and make friends with supernatural entities. Easy. Operations Center. We're here now. Okay. On this side.
The third thing. The sound. The resonance carves its way through the thing that had.
Do you know the way? I wish.
Remolding. The sound changes the darkness, and the darkness changes the sound. They both changed what remained of Hartman. They all turned into something else. A third thing. The sound made darker. The darkness made louder. Hartman was stretched. Stretched as anyone when seen from out of time, like a worm through time. Almost an Ouroboros. A spiral. A
Spiral,
maelstrom.
huh?
The gravity well of a black hole, twisting inward, tightening, taking you deeper and deeper to the bottom, the heart, and through to the other side. The third thing said, when you hear this, you will know you're in new you. He said, we build you till nothing remains. He said, under the conceptual reality, behind this reality, you must want these ways to drag you away. He said, baby, 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 yeah, orange peel.
God damn it, Wake.
The third thing was a monster. He'd tear apart any
The third
ordinary
thing,
person
a
crossing his
combination between the dark presence
path.
and
Crashed out of darkness
the
toward
hiss
Faden.
resonance.
There was nothing ordinary about Faden.
That is true. Huh, ordinary, get it?
Made darker, the darkness made louder. Hartman was stretched. like a worm through time. Everything was a monster.
Let's need a power source here for darkness. Let's see what this is. Interrogation complaint. Kirkland. So put me on desk duty just because it's the thing I was fucking hired to do? My job? Want to know why I call that? Bullshit. Asking us to interrogate these scum without using words like altered items or AWEs or paracriminal is the stupidest thing I've heard in my life. They've heard some fucking stupid things. They already know the facts. Hell, they know just as much as us, or the Blessed organization. Bullshit. If not more. And they get to sit there laughing at us while we dance around the wards. Try not to leak classified terminology. They already know the fucking terminology. If you think pulling me off the case will stop me, then think again. That piece of shit blew up those tracks. Oh, he killed those people. All to make a train turn altered. Basically haunted. We have him dead to rights, and you need to let me back in that interrogation cell so I can get him to flip on his buddies. These people are terrorists and deserve to be treated as such. It's one step unless we stop them. You can go ahead, put me on suspension. See if that slows me down. Agent Hewitt.
Agent Fisher, day 6 inside.
Motel observation.
Utilized surveillance methods are as follows. Fiber optic cameras slid under the individual room doors. Motion detectors in the lobby area. Tripwire, triggering a flash camera across the main entrance. Even fingerprint powder on the front desk. Results are varying at best. But mostly just inconclusive and unusable. The footage is corrupted. Sometimes even the equipment is damaged. I don't know how, exactly. I think this place is making fun of me. That's the only explanation. I can hear them laughing and screaming behind the closed doors. I can hear the call bell go and ding multiple times a day, but when I look...
Oh, that's actually creepy.
I know I'm supposed to stay out of sight, but I've seen the doors closing just before I can catch even a glimpse of anyone or anything. They're messing with me, whoever they are. I think... Wait, shh. There's something. I gotta get this. Gotta get the cable out. Come on, you fiber optic fuck, cooperate. Okay, there we go. All right, that was faint, but I definitely heard movement coming from the hallway. I think I might have finally caught one. Ha! The recording better work this time, or I swear to God I'll... What? Hello? Who's there? Oh, shit. I'm with the FBC. Move away from the door. I have a... Where's my...
Was that it? That's how it ends? Yeah, that is pretty freaking haunting and creepy. The motel is pretty ominous. Even though we've been there a bunch of times, still. Black market. A black market hub specializing in the trade of occult talismans, relics, and other assorted ceremonial objects, as well as genuine, altered, and supernatural materials, was raided in Czech Republic by a team of special investigators. Unsuccessful attempts by suspects to escape using altered items resulted in numerous casualties and prevented the Bureau from questioning all participants. The following interrogations revealed that not only is there a vast network of these retailers, but that they seem to be gathering information on altered items and other supernatural materials from sources unknown to the Bureau. Yeah, there's like a whole underworld regarding these altered items. The Bureau's concern here is threefold. The disappointment, what do you mean? There is a growing underground market for supernatural materials, which implies a growing awareness for their existence among a niche group of the general public. These criminal individuals do not seem aware of the item's supernatural powers, and their attempts to activate them could prove devastating if done in populated areas. The motivation of these collectors are largely unknown. That's it from before. Ah. Gotcha. NASA Cooperation Review. Following the NASA FBC Coordination Agreement of 1972, the Bureau has provided NASA with numerous technological advancements based on research, including the black rock lining now found in all spacefaring vessels. Huh, that's fascinating. And return all data gathered during space missions is made available for Bureau researchers to analyze. I would love for a Control game to be set in space. That would be cool. Recently, certain individuals have raised the concern that this relationship does not adequately benefit the Bureau, either intellectually or financially. A thorough examination of the costs accrued... What is that word? Accurate. I'm gonna go with accurate. By both organizations has shown that the expense of NASA's recent launch of the far outweighs any spending related to the processing and delivery of Black Rock from its medium Earth orbit. Will provide the Bureau with unparalleled resource for remotely monitoring and photographing AWE sites. Huh, okay. Fair enough. A resource that would be lost if the partnership ends. It is the opinion of this committee that maintaining a cooperative relationship with our colleagues at NASA is of vital importance. Yeah, they have a bunch of satellites. That makes sense. So, how do we restore power? We need a power source. I guess we can burn the darkness upstairs, right? We can do that. Oh, well, there we go. Nice. We need another power source. I guess we can just grab this one. Eagle Limited, AWE 44, 2015. This is about the train. A train derailment resulted in 62 casualties and numerous injuries. Was suspected to have been the work of a paracriminal group known as Blessed. As a result of this event, the agents discovered that one of the cars had become altered with a persistent auditory event. It remains to be determined whether the AWE was spontaneous or the direct result of the sabotage. The Bureau had been tracking said group at the time, and the intel gathered suggested an event of this caliber was imminent in Bloomington. As a result, a response team on site was able to respond to the train accident site within minutes of its occurrence. They arrived to find emergency processes underway, but also equipment left behind by the suspected group. A suspicious onlooker managed to elude agents after they attempted to make contact. Further investigation of the accident site revealed a curiously undamaged train car that exhibited an altered state when entered. This individual car was secured and transported to the investigation sector for further studies. Alright, I'm guessing we're gonna see that momentarily. The Shadow. Supernatural entity A10, aka the Shadow, is an aggressive consisting of 3 known types. Localized manifestations of sentient, capable of occupying organic and inorganic material as well as exerting over its surroundings, kind of like the Hiss. Type B, shaded individuals, human bodies. By the Shadow. Corrupted. Possessed by the Shadow. These individuals become notably more aggressive but do seem to retain like some of their previous selves, humanity. Research is ongoing as to whether this condition is reversible. Shaded object, similar to type B, except that inanimate objects are possessed solely to be used as destructive tools. Each type seems to work towards a shared goal, possibly targeting at certain individuals, which may imply a shared link to intelligence. The threat this entity poses warrants immediate exploration of offensive defensive measures. The investigation sector is being outfitted with additional lightning sources, some internally powered to prepare for the eventuality of an outbreak.
My understanding of the darkness is fragmented, incomplete. This abyss, this void, it very much does not wish to be understood. If light symbolizes knowledge, then it stands to reason that darkness would equate to ignorance. By its very nature, it abhors comprehension. Of course, my own nature drives me to comprehend all. We are opposing forces, destined to collide. And given this conflict of natures, we know that the light of truth will burn away the darkness, both figuratively and literally. Any significant light source can be used as protection, even weaponry against this metaphysical gloom. And then there are the artists. I know for a fact that Tom, Wake, the Anderson brothers, and Lane all had some involvement with the darkness. The question is whether their uncanny ability to affect reality through their art beckons the darkness, or did their work perhaps even create it?
Poor Lane, man.
With Wake
Wasn't
now
he like
secure
the
in my
painter
lodge, I expect
in
I
Alan
shall
Wake,
grow closer to learning the
Alan Wake 2
answers to these
DLC?
questions.
Lake House?
Assuming he cooperates, which is proving quite the challenge. Well, perseverance is the foundation of knowledge. Speaking of, I must be off on my rounds.
Freaking ignorance of this guy. No wonder he was stretched. Oh. Oh, great, we have levitate snipers now. Hey, can you stop? Alright, at least they're not snipers, so there's that. Just bumped to him. I actually have a shield, I forgot. His Ranger Airborne. That's new. The subgroup of his crafted Rangers have manifested the ability to levitate similarly to his elevated Rangers. However, this Airborne his Rangers display no telekinetic abilities and simply continue to use mundane beer weaponry. Okay. Are they human? They are. They're kind of being possessed by a hostile resonance called the Hiss. Corrupted slash possessed.
Darkness every. The lads in here have died standing.
Well, we did one of them. I guess.
Lighten them up.
Ah, more plants.
Oh,
Alright,
Ahti.
let's go make some new friends.
I'm gonna focus on the story for now, though. Sorry, buddy. So they're basically brain dead? I have no idea. I don't know if they're aware. They're corrupted. We don't know. Construct surge. That's new. Why is it adhesive munitions that detonate? Oh, sticky bombs. Can try out. I'm saving up for this. Instead of shatter, I guess. Yeah. Ballistic ground slam boost. Ground slam damage after a weapon hits. Blast radius, sure. Actually. Yeah, I'll go with that, sure. Why not? Damn. Cool. Not cool. Game.
I don't feel right.
Oh, because we're in the darkness. Our energy is being drained.
Draining me.
A dark place.
Shit. Now what? What is that? Nothing even touches it.
Oh. Game? Okay. Good God. That's what happened to him?
Like the light. I can use that.
She's so casual about this. That's creepy, yeah. This guy got corrupted basically by two forces. Darkness and resonance. And he was literally stretched. That was a human once. Well, an asshole, but still. I'm gonna read these afterward. Oh, cool. Hardcores. Nice. So we gotta light up the whole place. Just don't stay in the darkness. Where do I put this? Are we good? Maybe one more power source? Well, thankfully he's not following us, right? Gotta light up this corner. Let's see here. Anywhere I can put this. Oh shit, okay. Alright, so he can teleport and throw projectiles. Gotcha. Ah, there we go. Still not done. I got all corners. Aha.
There we go.
He looks insane. His ribcage is on his back.
Yeah, how do you like that?
He's ugly, I can kill him? Will do. Hartman background. Dr. Emil Hartman is an academic psychotherapist that owned and operated a recovery center in Cauldron Lake, focused on the treatment of artists struggling with creative blocks and other mental disorders. Publicly, Dr. Hartman's treatment center seemed unremarkable in its methods and purpose. Privately, however, Dr. Hartman was abusing his patients in order to utilize any latent, basically powers his patient had, abilities they may possess with the aim of shaping to his own benefit, which has earned him a Class 2 paracriminal designation. Investigation has proven that Dr. Hartman's illegal endeavors were conducted alone. After being approached by the Bureau during the Alan Wake investigation, he displayed no remorse or intention to cease his actions. Dr. Hartman was taken into custody, evaluated, and released some months later. Having been deemed a negligible threat, His medical license has been permanently revoked. Vending machine. Altered item 81. Testing. The investigation sector is currently ongoing. A vending machine, its front covered in a Foxwood panel. Coin-operated buttons for selecting food products. The item generates and stores a variety of material, both edible and otherwise, in its rows of internal trays. Initial testing suggests that the item reacts to the mind of the individual in close proximity and will produce whatever they subconsciously desire. I want that vending machine. Attempts to cause the item to create a living have consistently failed. You guys are insane. The item was discovered in a nursing home in Alberta after a resident named Muriel called a local news station about a magic vending machine. The news story reported that the nursing home staff was purposely stocking the machine with distinctive food and objects as a way to raise residents' spirits. The Bureau response team encouraged this story while confiscating the item. So, no bad downsides? Nothing? Just whoever you want? Door appearance. An excursion to the Ocean View Motel and Casino discovered and the previously unseen door in the lobby hallway. Oh, new doors can appear just like that. This door featured a spiral-shaped marking. Designation door spiral. Similar to the other doors, it is locked and cannot be forced to open. Alice Wake, a person of interest in the Bright Falls AWE, and the former wife of missing author Alan Wake, a suspected per-utilitarian. That's awesome. That's how they that's how they regard him, which is true. Contacted agents Shaw and Dempsey of the investigation sector using the phone number given to her in 2010 in accordance with the civilian outreach protocols. The call resulted in Mrs. Wake being brought to the oldest house for an in-person interview. The excursion to the Ocean View Motel occurred later that same day. Because she came to the oldest house, the door appeared? Huh. Determine whether this was a basic synchronicity event, if Alice Wake is responsible for its appearance, or if the door itself relates to AWE 35 is paramount. She should be returned to the oldest house, possibly even taken to the motel itself to confirm if any other changes occur. That is interesting, yeah.
Brian Hennerman, 21 years old, resident of Southern Texas.
I'm sorry, ma'am, but I really don't understand why I'm here.
You know what you did, Mr. Hennerman.
I do?
Tell me about Delivery Disaster.
The movie? I mean, it wasn't very good.
That's not what your review said, but we'll come back to that. Tell me where you got the movie from.
Is this the podcast guy? From last time?
Not an N, not night, like nighttime, but...
Who contacted you? Who told you to review that film?
No one. I just did it because it looked obscure. I didn't even like the movie. I shouldn't have given such a high score, but reviewing obscure films makes you look smart. And I thought if I looked smart, I would get listeners. My podcast would take off and I could move out of my parents' basement. I may even go to college and get a film degree like I've always wanted to. I swear. I swear, I swear, I swear.
Okay, the kid doesn't know shit. I'm ending the session.
Okay, this room is really intimidating.
Langston,
but
it's been a while.
I know my rights. It's not a crime to try.
Oh, thanks for hanging out, Whimsy.
Making
Appreciate you being
unauthorized
here.
contact with a dangerous paranatural entity is indeed a bureau offense, Mr. Langston, and can be prosecuted as such.
Okay. Well, I didn't know that. Listen, this is being blown way out of proportion. All that happened is I heard Dr. Hartman had been brought in, and since I'm a huge Alan Wake fan, I thought it'd be cool to get a copy
Sam
of The
Langston.
Creator's Dilemma signed.
Same.
That's a book that Hartman wrote about.
We know what it is.
Okay, good. So yeah, I was just looking to fill out my Wake collection.
Oh my
I
god.
certainly didn't know Hartman had
He's
turned
just
into some
another
kind of
Rose.
shadow zombie.
That's a completely inaccurate description.
Whatever. Listen, I'm just a desk jockey. I sort papers, do data entry, that kind of stuff. Don't come down on me like this. I made one mistake.
And have
I mean,
conversations
I see
with altered
people break the
items.
rules all the time, and no one is pulling them into dark rooms to yell at them. Yesterday, Dave Gleason and his crew were talking to that empty spacesuit and laughing their heads off.
We're letting you off with a warning, Mr. Langston. But this is going
I
on the
do
record, so
remember
one more
seeing the
screw-up
space
and our news
helmet.
chat won't be so friendly.
Great. That is just great to hear, guys. Thank you. Thank you so much. Hey, is there any chance I could get my copy of The Creator's Dilemma back?
Get out.
Oh, come on. He signed it and all. It's a collectible at this point. Night Springs Screenplay, page 1. The screenplay was found after the Bureau acquired the Night Springs television series and all its past episode scripts. It appears to be written by Alan Wake as a part of an application to become one of the show's writers. Episode Over the Threshold Darkly by Alan Wake. It is only human nature to wish to control forces around us, and even more so to possess them. But what happens when those forces are not ours to claim, or even of this world? What if they are the things you can discover in Night Springs? Secret Lab, night. We are in a secret lab. The large sign on the wall reads, "The Federal Bureau of Night Springs." Scientist, I've told you several times, Director, it isn't ready. Director, it's ready when I say it's ready, Doctor. Scientist. But the being beyond the portal, we have no control over it. Well, that's exactly the plot of this game. They burned the hiss from the portal, basically. Yeah, this is where it came from. Guess we're taking the elevator.
Arcade machines.
Shum. Allows Jessica to access variety games right from her own mind.
Whatever.
Let's go with Shum. Crowd control. I know this place. The goal of crowd control to survive. Good luck. Oh god. Right, I actually forgot how to use this weapon. Damn it. God, these guys are here. Alright, you work for me now. What are you doing? Freaking sphere is here. Oh, that glitch is back. Visual glitch. My buddy sucks, by the way. He's not doing anything. I mean, he's a distraction, so there's that. Man, we're not even halfway through. We need to upgrade this weapon. Oh. There you go. 2 for 1. Oh, this guy. You know what? There. That is a pretty cool design for enemy. Where are you going? Oh, there's someone here. Ouch! This guy can dodge bullets too? The game is glitching out. Okay. Alright, that's a fun mini game that you play off screen. That's cool. Let's see what else is here. I think we got everything. I think. Oh. Yeah, we've...
Brian Hennerman, 21 years old, resident of Southern Texas.
I'm sorry, ma'am, but I...
Okay. It didn't register as new before for some reason. But we got it already. Okay. Let's move on. Excuse me. Let me just put Shadow back because I need to upgrade Surge.
Jesus, don't scare me like that.
Langston?
If you're talking right now, I can't hear you. It's a one-way system. Try to find an intercom.
Langston, it's me, Jesse.
I know. I can see you on the monitors. The cameras in there haven't worked since we sealed that sector off a couple years back.
Let me guess. You sealed it because of the monster guy.
Wait, did you see Dr. Hartman? Jesus, I really wish you hadn't opened that fire break. Okay, listen, you need to find Hartman and kill him before he gets
We'll get it to get him eventually, right?
That thing is a person?
Was.
He was a person. We brought him here to study after he was, altered in an AWE.
Jumped into the lake, basically.
What happened, but now light physically hurts him. Do you have a flashlight?
No.
A lantern? Headlamp? Oh yeah, flare gun. Oh, Christmas lights. You could wrap them around.
Christmas lights like Barry Wheeler.
Shit. Okay, well, I'm sure you'll think of something. I'll keep an eye on you from the Panopticon. This is kind of exciting, right?
That's a good callback.
Maybe from where you're standing.
Right, okay, well,
Brightfall's AWE.
break a leg. Oh, why did I say that?
I have no idea, Langston.
This Hartman thing can't have gotten very far.
The third
Let's go
thing.
Flush him out. Langston was right. This is kind of exciting.
Nice to have someone to talk to, you know? Ever since I got put in charge of the Panopticon, people treat me different, like I'm crazy for wanting to work with altered items. People just don't understand the altered items like I do, you know? I don't want to brag, but it does take a very empathetic mind to connect with the items.
He's gonna keep going for a while, right?
So personal. Right. I mean, the teams in research handle paranatural materials every day, and no one thinks they're weird. Well, maybe that's not true. Darling is famous for being a bit out there, but When he's weird, it's charming. Altered items
He is
really
pretty
aren't
charming,
that
though.
frightening once you get to know them. If you figure out what
Have you
they
seen his
like or
presentations?
don't like, you know, what sets them off, then there's nothing to worry about. I guess at the end of the day,
Dude,
we're still just wild
you really want to
animals
stay
scared of our
all
own
day
shadows.
instead of
We're
rich?
supposed to be on the same team, but sometimes it feels like it's every department for themselves, like it's a race, and we're all trying to be number one.
It is, actually.
If it is a race,
I've
though,
noticed that.
I'd say Darling is a mile ahead of everyone else. He was Trench's golden boy for years, but that relationship has gotten pretty tense, or so I've heard through the grapevine. Not that I spread rumors, just, you know, people talk. Not me, though. I keep my nose to the grind. Too much work to do to focus on those kinds of things. I need to stay focused so I can get my work done and get home to feed Alfred.
He's
Of course,
just gonna talk
can't
forever,
always
isn't
make
he?
it home for mealtime, so
Yep.
I have my neighbor check in on Alfred at 7 o'clock if I'm not back yet. She's very nice. Her name is Maria. She's older. She came to New York in the 50s to attend school and has been here ever since. She has a couple of kids. I met them at Thanksgiving. Big family.
We're gonna know his
Very
entire
nice
life story.
Anyway, she has a key to my apartment, and she gives Alfred his dinner if I'm not home. I'm gonna have to buy her a nice
complaining.
food arrangement as a thank you after this. I'm missing a lot of Alfred's meal times. She's probably gonna have to go to the store for more wet food. I'll have to remember to pay her back. Hold on, let me make a note. Pay back Maria for Alfred's food. Okay. Oh, one more thing. And buy her a fruit arrangement. All right, done. Are you a cat person? I don't think I ever asked. You seem like one.
I love
though.
cats.
You'd like Alfred. He's very proper. Really carries himself well, you know? I named him after my favorite poet. Felt like a good fit. I got Alfred just before Sylvia died when I was
Aw.
at the... Huh. You know, I don't really remember where I got Alfred from. But,
Is
boy,
Alfred
those two did
a
not
per-utilitarian
get along.
cat?
Oh, no. Sylvia thought she owned the place. Didn't like me getting in her way, scratched me more than once when I was just trying to move her food
I hope
bowl.
that's the case.
That cat was a real asshole.
Wow.
I'm realizing now that
That's
language was
kinda
not
harsh.
entirely, professional. You see,
Bloody,
Sylvia
I'm wearing
didn't
cat
tolerate
ears.
most people,
Easy in the language.
or animals, or anything. And that's what I meant when I said asshole. I would never use that word about a person. It was just, hey, there's a light flashing on the console here.
Sure.
I gotta, check this out.
Uh-huh.
I'll get back to you later.
Real smooth, Langston.
I actually like him as a character. Eagle Limited AWE. Just check behind here. Nothing much. That's fine, we're the director. Eagle Limited. Is this the train? Nice, we can fully upgrade our melee damage now. Obfuscated motive, we need that for upgrading Surge. We need 6. Also, Eagle Limited. I've read that before, right? Is an AWE? Train derailment, yeah. This is train. Oh. Level 9, huh? Yeah, I can have that back. We good? No, we're not good. How does that sound? Oh shit, okay. I want to bump into him. Confiscated motives. Cool. Ouch! That hurts. There we go. That was actually rough. That was sloppy. Okay. This way is locked. Where are we to go? Let me check what's down here first. Okay, let's go up. Oh? It's dark. Hartman? Is that you? Okay. I'm gonna need the light. Dude. There we go. Cool. And the control point. Nice. They were really generous with control points, these expansions.
Director Faden here. Dispatch a ranger to this location.
Awesome, we can still do this. They kept this from the first expansion. Oh god, that's just you.
Let's do this.
Alright, he's pretty freaking excited. Give me a sec. Don't want to clutter my inventory. Incoming damage after seizing enemy. Preconditional. Came from here? Oh, this is another turntable. Huh. Nice, that was good. Wow! That was satisfying. Huh, that was it. Cool. But he's still alive, with full health. Network disconnected. This is just the way back. There. Utility corridor, okay. Brain missing? Oh, it's a dead letter. To the good for nothings at the security check. I know you took part of my brain when you put me through that metal detector. I'm not stupid. I know what they're really for. What I don't know is whether taking a part of my brain caused me to lose my memories or to lose sleep. I've been told if you lose sleep, you lose everything else too. That's where you trick us, regular people. No, I don't know which it is, and I can't remember what you did to me. I can tell you all this much, and I don't find this funny at all. I want my memories back, and you can be sure the next time I visit the Baltimore-Washington International Thurgood Marshall Airport, I will come and find you and make you fix what you broke. Sincerely, I don't think I would be signing this with my real name. Like I said, I'm not stupid. You can just mind your own business.
All right, Ahti. Was this what you had in mind?
This is for Ahti, okay. Sure. It's on the way. Might as well. Okay. Got it all. You can break through here. And this is how we move on. What is this? Oh. Okay. Okay, cool. Shortcut. Nice. You serious? We can't go back? Got an idea. There we go. Got another light source here. I do have one already.
Shit.
Just gonna grab this with me.
Damn it.
Oh, the lights broke? It is. More mold. Icebring screenplay page 2. The robust director shoves the nerd-like scientist aside and heads for the portal control panel. He slams the on button with a determined fist. Director. All the more reason. The entire screen is filled with dangerous red. Then it fades away and we see that the two men are in another dimension. The air ripples around them as if they were a 1983 Pontiac Firebird Trans Am sitting in the Texas sun after a 5-day road trip. Huh. Unknown dimension, night, scientist. What have you done? You've doomed us. Director, control yourself, director. Oh, doctor. Where's this beast of yours? Right there, sir. A horrible, shapeless, shifting entity fills the horizon. It can't be described. That's how horrible it is. What a thing of beauty you've been keeping away from me. Yeah, that's strange. Get rid of the pus. Got it. Whoops. Okay. What do we have here? We need a bunch of them, actually. Wow, there's a lot of dead bodies. Game, this is the time.
Did the Hartman thing do all this?
Uh-huh. Okay, I got it. This needs 2 sources. I see what's happening here. And the other one is this. There we go. So we need to open that door? Yeah. We'll open this one first. Wow, this needs a lot of cables. Never mind, we need this power source, so... follow the orange one. At least they're color-coded. They're all orange. Nice. Now, this one needs blues. That's 1, 2. One more. Ah. Awesome. All right. I don't need that. Or that. Yellow. Okay. We just need two yellows. Okay. That was a cool puzzle.
Reminder, the law of 3 also applies to all faucets within the oldest house. Be mindful and don't cause any aquatic misconduct. Thank you for your attention.
Bum bum. Nice. The light source now. Ah, of course. Okay. Claim. This is new. Hartman's gonna be here. Eagle Limited AWE.
Lots of dark corners to hide in.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Lights on. Clear him out.
Follow the lights. Move the train forward. Oh god, Hartman. Move the train forward to activate the lights. That way. Dude, point blank? What's wrong with you? Who is about to kick me too? Give me some help, please. Serious. Okay. That's fine. We know what to do. It's over there, right? I think so. I see him. Good. Man, these guys have no chill. I'm not getting a lot of health as well. I gotta be careful here. Damn it. Oh my god. This last part's tricky. I gotta be patient though. I can't just charge him. Alright. He's laughing. What are you doing? There we go. Got some health now. Oh! The hell? Okay. Hartman? I had to melee him. God damn it. Wow, that was rough. That was really rough. Come on, we're so close. We did it. He looks insane.
Where's it running off to now?
To the other AWE on the right. Dead in its tracks.
Board?
Are we getting in? Investigate the train altered item. Let's do this. Connect with the train.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome aboard the Eagle Limited bound for Chicago. Please have your tickets ready and enjoy the ride.
Good evening, all you fine-looking folks. Here's some smooth tunes to ease your minds and please your ears as we wait for that delicious dinner to roll right on in.
Here's the dinner.
Next stops, Alton, Carlinville, and Springfield. That's Alton, Carlinville, and Springfield. Tickets, please. Tickets.
Dude. Oh god, this is so disturbing. I'm getting so many chills right now. So I'm assuming we gotta do this in order, right? Okay.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome aboard the Eagle Limited bound for Chicago. Please have your tickets ready. And
Tickets ready.
Next stops, Alton, Carlinville, and Springfield. That's Alton, Carlinville, and Springfield.
Okay. I'm assuming music's next.
Good evening, all you fine-looking folks. Here's some smooth tunes to ease your minds.
As you wait for the
and
delicious
please your
dinner.
ears, as we wait for that delicious dinner to roll right on in.
There's the dinner. Then we get fire and a crash. Do we do it? It's auto-saving. And we can't try to do this anymore. What? I don't want to do this again, game. Don't let me hear this again. Thank you. Oof.
Excuse me, ma'am. Do you have a ticket?
Excuse you. Who the hell are you? One-way
You had a
track.
pretty
Weapon
dark
mod.
ride, huh?
Yeah.
But I hope you're done replaying it now.
That was pretty freaking haunting, man. Projectile spread -100. So all the projectiles will be focused in one point. That's amazing, actually. Like, Shatter can be long range if you want. Cool. Might as well deconstruct this, right? Yeah, it's a long range now. Weapon, if you want. Huh. Okay. Let's see what else is here. Yeah, man, I don't like this place. Oh, it's us. That's the way back. How do we get inside here? There. Eagle Limited Supplement. The Bureau has gathered concrete evidence that the train derailment was in fact the work of a paracriminal group known as Blessed, which, according to the Bureau's intel, has shown a concerning interest in experimenting with artificial manufacturing of altered materials. Knowing the group largely operates in the American Midwest, the Bureau worked alongside the FBI to ascertain their movements and rendezvous locations. This cooperation provided agents with information that led to an arrest to conjunction with the AWE case. Under suspicion of involvement, was brought in for questioning. Yeah, the guy that we were questioning about this case. Interrogation performed by agents resulting in the suspect being kept in the holding cell for 2 days without food in breach of the Paracriminal Rights Act. Afterwards, the suspect confessed to his involvement in the Blessed group and provided information on other members in exchange for his freedom. Shrink out procedures. The item's altered effect can be avoided by simply not entering it. Proper signage and barriers should provide sufficient containment. The item is currently held in the investigation sector. Yeah, the item's exterior is that of standard. The largest known altered item on record. Its interior seems to be an adjacent reality related to a trauma or memory belonging to and not the physical item's own history. Causation for this link is still to be determined, but possibilities include the outside interference possibly responsible for the item's altered state or trauma implementing via shared memory states. The item was discovered when the Bureau responded to a suspected crime scene in Bloomington, Illinois. The item was identified as an altered item and was transported to the Bureau for examination and testing. I think that's like the most disturbing altered item yet. Right? I feel like it is. With its history and associated trauma.
Agent Guthrie, interrogation 4C pertaining to the Eagle Limited incident and its subsequent, state alteration.
Look, buddy, I have no clue what you're talking about.
Criminal.
So you deny being a part of a radical group aiming to affect inanimate objects in a manner that would yield, unusual results?
Yeah, I deny. But hey, tell me more about these results. They sound real unusual.
I'm sure you recognize that the measures this group of yours takes to achieve their goals can be considered acts of terrorism.
Goals? Measures? You're being very vague. Did you know you're being very vague?
All right, 62 dead. Passengers and crew, innocent people. Still sound vague to you?
You might as well stop wasting both our time. I won't say anything, and you can't say anything. I know you can't.
Tell you what I can do. I can throw your sorry ass in one of our cozy containment cells. You can rot there until you're ready to talk. Or you could just save us both the trouble.
And they did do that for 2 days.
You're going around creating altered items.
As we just read.
How's that sound? Did you really think we wouldn't catch on to you? We always do. Always. So you might as well come clean. For your sake.
You can't do that here.
I think I'll just talk to my lawyer instead.
That's not how it works around here, buddy.
Yeah.
But tell you what. Why don't I leave you here to think on it for a while? See you in a couple of days.
Wait!
Well deserved, honestly. Okay, that's about it for this place. Maybe. Let's check up here. I thought there's gonna be anything. Oh, never mind. Eliminate the darkness. Eagle Limited AWE. Yeah, as I said before, I can do this off screen. I don't need to do this. Shifted passage. You've got to be kidding me, man. This thing is here? Shaded specimen captured. Agent Estevez. An alert from the Cauldron Lake monitoring station indicated minor AWE activity occurring in the area. Agent Estevez was dispatched to investigate. Inside Cauldron Lake Lodge, she discovered the facility's former owner, Dr. Emil Hartman, had been converted to a shaded individual. Oh, this is after he jumped into the lake. And displayed violent behavior characteristic of its type. Agent Estevez alerted the on-site research team to the specimen's presence, and with some difficulty was successfully contained in a black rock cell. The cell and its inhabitant were transported safely back to HQ, where the specimen remains detained in the investigation sector as part of the Alan Wake or Cauldron Lake AWE investigation. Once the investigation is closed, the research team has petitioned to relocate the specimen to their sector for study. Oh, I got it. Okay. Is there another hidden wall? Maybe this is just to hide from that thing? Oh. Alright. Motel complaint. Hey, Stu. Did you hear about Fisher? Got himself in trouble in the motel. Why the hell does anyone volunteer to stake out that place? Gives me the creeps. Yeah, this is the guy that had the fiber optics camera. But hey, at least he came back, if you can't call it that. Oh, he came back. I saw some of the footage they pulled out of there with him. Tom, down in evidence processing, showed me crazy stuff. Fisher had the cameras pointed at himself half the time. I'm guessing he went nuts on day one. He did catch something though. Got one of those fiber optic cameras under the door of the room he was hiding in and recorded something out of the hall. Looked like a shadow, maybe human? Tom tried to get the quality up, but it's still blurry as fuck. Just reaffirms my position. Stay the fuck out of the motel. Yeah. Anyway, up for some shroom later? Lisa got up to 1 hour and 38 minutes yesterday. New record to beat. See ya, Dave. Yeah, Shroom is basically Sword Art Online. You get transported into a Oh. This is bad. Okay, video game. This is really bad.
We need to get those lights on.
Mm-hmm. How do we do that? This deals a lot of damage now, from a distance too, which is nice. Oh, I see. We need 4 power sources. Oh my god! That's terrifying. Oh, I'm not going that way yet. Oh, I guess I have to. Is he still here? Hey, can you move away? Please. Thank you. You're in a really awkward spot, buddy. Alright, I'll bet him out here. Get of the his nodes, but what did that do, really? Hey! Okay, that's 1 down.
We need another power core.
Yeah. So all these towers have power cores? Let me see what's happening. Good God. Just gonna stay here, honestly. Oh, come on, game. I'll just go for it. Aha. Really? All right, 1 more. Over there. Jesse? Jesse? We got it. We got it. That was nerve-wracking. Ouch!
Now, where's the
That's so...
switch?
Just gonna take this and deconstruct it. Well, that was rough. Oh. Oh, there's a way back. Huh. Can we not follow him though? Guess he's gone. Alright. Moving on. This way. Glad I dropped. What? I need some light. Okay, that was interesting.
Ever since I got put in charge of the Panopticon, people treat me different, like I'm
Is
crazy
he repeating
for
the
wanting
same
to work with
dialogue?
altered
I think
items.
so.
People just don't understand the altered items like I do, you know? I don't want to brag, but it does take a very empathetic mind to connect with the items.
Doesn't want to brag.
Yeah.
Right.
Same dialogue. Okay. Alright, buddy. Fra Moro. AWE. We're basically leading him to the Bright Falls AWE in the middle.
So anyway, still, I don't know.
Oh
why
my
people are
god, he
making
continues
it
his
so
dialogue here.
personal. I mean, the teams in research handle paranatural materials every day, and no one thinks it.
Buddy, we've been through this.
Well, maybe that's not true. Darling is famous for being a bit out there, but he's weird. It's charming. Altered items.
I guess he's just lonely.
Once you get to know
One, can't do much with that. Can I upgrade this now? Yeah, I'm gonna wait till I fully upgrade this, and I can use it.
I guess at the end of the day, we're still.
Hey, game. Jeez. The light source. Oh, well, here we go. That is pretty cool, man. That we're basically playing Alan Wake but as Jesse Faden. That's cool. Ah. Just keep it with me then. Ouch. What does this do? That way. Arcade Cabinets Procedure. Shroom Arcade Cabinets, 1992. A distance of 10 feet between the items suppresses their effect. Effect only triggers on physical contact. Items are a pair of arcade game cabinets, originally designed for the games Shroom and Shroom 2. Also to item 40A and B. Shroom 2 Kolger's Revenge. The games were manufactured by Bonko Entertainment, now out of business. Despite being a popular arcade game in Japan during the late 80s and early 90s, no other Shroom cabinets have been found by our investigators. When touching one of the items, while it stands within 10 feet of its counterpart, the user's mind transports to a version of their subjective reality that resembles a video game in logic and function. Events from their everyday lives become game-like sequences, in which speed and efficacy are paramount. The brain enters a stroke-like state, as proven by EEG studies on users, which only ends after the user finishes their game, at which point they resume normal brain and motor function. What if they don't? They just stuck there? Okay. Wait. What is this? Oh. Oh. Oh, that was good. That was freaking good. Are we going to... Well, we're going down. Great. Damn it, Tarzman. Take this and deconstruct it as well. Let's see here. Only thing left is the shield, really. Yeah. Might as well upgrade it. Can put a power source here. And we control this, okay. I think that's enough. Yeah. Cool. I can do it with this container, but I'm too lazy. Don't really need any more mods. Hartman? Oh, there it is. This way.
It's too dark in here to fight this thing.
Catch me, Hartman. Alright, where do we put this? Aha. Nice. Whew. That was too bad. And the control point. Of course. Got some darkness here. I'm assuming this is where we have to go. Yeah. This way. We need some light. Maybe this way? No. Can we just yank these? We can't. Well, we gotta turn the bridge, I guess. How do we go inside, though? Oh my god, there's the door.
Okay, we're gonna try this one more time and then we're done playing with you. Understand? Jelly, where are you from?
Jumbo Grand. Up and loose and heavy treat sandwich.
Jesus.
What?
Christ, does anyone have any idea what this thing is saying?
Hotly. Dirt arrange you.
Why are you here?
Dirt arrange you.
What the hell do you want? Why'd you stow away on that ship?
School bearing, boy. Eyes many cauterizing loops through and about. Wind and Windy Mitchell.
Did he just say Mitchell? Was there a Mitchell at NASA?
Tubes.
You know what? Never
Tubes.
mind. I can't do this anymore. Just send this thing to the guys in research. Let them cut it up or whatever they do. You hear that? They're gonna cut you up, you pain in the ass.
Spider time.
What the hell? I want to meet this prisoner. Alright, this should clear out the darkness. Ah, of course. Oh god. Oh, I took care of his nose. Let's just go away. Cool. There we go. God. What the hell just happened? Oh my god, where are they gonna put me? At the start.
Okay, we're gonna...
I guess we can stay here, right? Alright, come on out. It's actually pretty dangerous. Alright, what am I doing? So what if I took care of the his nodes here? They're still here. They're not aggro though, for some reason. Hey, can you stop? Can you stop? At least it didn't take damage. Oh, there's more his nodes here, okay. Alright. offices. More darkness. Hi there.
Okay, I'm just going to freestyle a bit. My mother always said, never talk to strangers.
Looks like whatever force had a hold on Hartman isn't mixing well with his corruption.
Oh, I missed something. Dude, what the hell, Langston?
Call him the third thing.
Yeah, I guess it's aggressive to the other his guys.
No. What if the only thing stopping a stranger
hell is this?
from being a friend is that word? Strange.
He's been down here for a very long
Like the
time.
noises you hear at night when there is no light and you cannot fight.
Uh-huh.
Strange like a rubber duck that follows you around.
Oh my god, don't remind me.
Makes you drop your coffee every time that it quacks because the noise scares you. Then you have to clean up.
There you go.
Coffee while the duck
Getting to a rhythm.
stares at you and continues to quack, quack, quack,
I'll take it.
quack.
Langston.
A chain letter.
Return to sender.
I remember these. Mom used to say they were evil. Better do what it says.
Operation Center.
You know, just in case.
Oh no, this Pokemon letter has found you. This Pokemon curse is coming to you. Oh my god, I remember these. To miss the curse, you must mail this letter to people. If you don't, the curse will get you. The more letters you mail, the better off you will be. Sally and Houston did not send the letter and this Pokemon ate her cat. Terrence and Greenstone did not send the letter and this Pokemon gave him acne. Kyle did not send the letter and now his wife eats dinner alone. Linda did send more letters. 3 letters total so far. And look at her now. She owns 3 cars. She has all her fingers. She speaks Italian. You need to mail this letter. You better mail this letter. Don't let this Pokemon come. He'll take your cat. Go find your stamps. Hurry.
There must be a photocopier around here.
That's hilarious. Shaded Hartman. Dr. Hartman is the first Type 2 shaded individual to be examined alive by the Bureau and has proven a valuable asset for our understanding of A10, aka the Shadow. Like all shaded individuals, the specimen is constantly shielded by or produces a blanket of darkness that makes visual observation difficult. This also protects the specimen from harm. During testing, non-lethal ballistics proved ineffective against it. The specimen uses words and phrases that seem to originate from its previous life as a therapist. Yep, like the enemies from Alan Wake 1. Hunting season's open. Basically. All these random phrases. Some phrases have even been identified as quotes from Dr. Hartman's book, The Creator's Dilemma. This seems to indicate the host's personality remains, to some degree. For research purposes, Shaded Hartman was relocated to the Cauldron Lake Lodge replica built for the Bright Falls AWE investigation. Researchers hope a familiar setting might trigger a new behavior. this experiment has yielded no results thus far. Cauldron Lake Lodge replica, huh? Oh, we can call for help. I might need it, honestly.
This is Director Faded. I require backup at this location.
Yeah.
Let's do this.
Yeah, I do. Night Spring screenplay, page 3. The director steps closer to the horrible entity. He reaches out with a steady hand. Director, you are mine now, creature. I will return you to my facility and control your power. Scientist, sir, we don't know. The entity instead rushes forward and engulfs the director. He screams in pain as the scientist looked on and does nothing, like the coward that he is. Entity, subtitled. I am not the one being examined. I am not the one locked inside the prison. Gradually, the director emerges from the entity. His once sparkling eyes are now empty and dull. The scientist rushes to him. Sir, we have to escape. We cannot. They are in control now. I got what I wanted. Literally what happened. The hell is that? Is that a big sphere? Nice. Okay. Is that it? Nope. Come on, buddy, you and me. I think that was it, yeah. Nice. No Hartman. Bunch of light sources, though. Which is interesting. This way. AWE loading bay. It says. Okay, let's go down. Oh, well, this guy is a pure utilitarian now. Cool. Which way to go? This way. What was that about then? Ah, got mauled here. Get over it real quick. Okay, one more. Two more. There we go.
No AC, no mold spore circulation. But it Might get a bit stuffy in here.
I guess the ranger is gone. It was a shame. Whoa! Visuals freaking out here. Game, you're good? There it is. There he is.
I knew you'd be
Game? Alright, guess we're reading this. AWE-7, a paranatural entity arrived on Earth by infiltrating the Apollo 14 lunar mission at an unknown point of their voyage to the Fra Mauro Highlands of the Moon. 32 hours after the return of the Apollo 14 command module to the Earth, the Bureau was contacted by Mr. A White House senior official, instructed to send a small team to the Johnson Space Center in Houston. At the base, this team examined the entity and carried out interviews with NASA staff. They learned the 4 astronauts had returned to Earth instead of the expected 3. Each human crew member was insistent that the mission left with 4 members, though they couldn't name the 4th when asked. The entity seemingly affected their memory to make its presence feel unremarkable. The entity was transported to the oldest house for further investigation. An altercation between NASA security and the investigation team occurred upon their arrival. Mr. called to clarify the matter, though tensions remained high. Bureau jurisdiction and clearance should be defined more clearly with other federal agencies. Weird. Ah, there we go. Alright, I guess we're moving with the light. With the power source there. Actually, just grab it. Oh, I can't. Darkness. Oh. We're good. We're good. So this takes it back to the left. Guessing we take... I see where we have to take it. Alright. Oh. It's going this way? You know what? No power sources here. The Apollo 14 entity, commonly known as FRA, underwent a series of physical examinations upon its admittance to the oldest house. The entity can speak, though its poor grasp of the English language makes any meaningful communication impossible. Interview material can be found. This is the prisoner. Its physical form consists solely of the Extravehicular Mobility Unit, EMU spacesuit used by NASA astronauts, the same model worn by the other crew. This could be an authentic AMU taken from one of the NASA astronauts, though this suit does not bear any wearer's name, or one materialized through conversion or possibly corporealization. The suit itself is slightly damaged, which is likely due to the fact that the command module did not have a 4th seat for the entity to strap into during re-entry. The EMU is entirely hollow and pieces can be removed, though this seems to agitate the entity. X-rays and spectrograph imaging have shown shaped outlines existing within the suit. For safety reasons, the entity will be contained in a secure cell until more information can be gathered. Yeah, that is very fascinating. Where to find the other power cells? Ah, there's one. So... God. Alright. We activated the elevator. Dude, how it's freaking terrifying. One way to go, buddy. Bright Falls.
There. One last place for him to hide.
Gerbil took the top head. This is the way back. This is the Apollo 14 vessel. Holding cell.
Yes, hello? Yes, B?
It's him.
See the seat.
Hello?
Hello. Great about us today. Long roads and no hardly. You
Right?
Sure. Why are you locked up in here?
Casual turning. Back and front.
Fair enough.
Gerbil took the top head. Not being pressed for that. Lady going and loosing back fry?
Sorry, I think I'm misunderstanding you. What do you want?
The head. The head for tails. For reading news, jars, words, and tumble. The reading head.
Okay, take it easy.
I'm assuming the space
I'll take a look.
helmet.
So maybe it
Find
wants something to read.
what the prisoner
Or a jar.
wants.
Let's just see what we can find. This could be what it wants.
Let's just give him some random stuff and
give it
see
a
what he
shot.
has to say. This guy's amazing. I want to hear more.
No, jars. A head. Scotch and peppers? Head.
Okay, that wasn't right. Let's try something else.
Let's try... Yeah. Whoever this
Maybe
is.
it'll like this.
Head. A-S-B-E.
Good spelling.
Head.
Nope. Let's keep trying.
Actually, is there anything here? This lab? There is. Cheese?
Maybe this will do the trick?
Rusa, you ping pong. A head.
Guess
Language?
that wasn't it either. Huh.
Ping pong.
This
Basketball.
might do it. Maybe.
Keep you entertained, at least.
Lady, you are school and dirt for loosing.
Keep that up and I won't help you anymore.
I love this mission. Alright, nothing else here. Yeah, let's just give him this.
Let's see if this will do it. I'm ready to be done with this.
Hurry, clocks, lady.
Find
The head.
the head.
Head. No snacks.
Sector head office.
Head is
Yep.
top of all up and down. At the top. The top head.
Wait, does this thing actually mean
Uh-huh.
head? Head is in a body's head? Where the hell am I gonna find that?
I know where.
And how did I lose it?
Lose it. Let's just open the way back first. Alright, I'll grab that. Why not? Oh, I thought that was a shadow. Hartman's shadow. I should stop trying to kill myself. Right? That was in my freaking head. Now, let's go all the way back. Abandoned office, no. Turntable. Sector head office, yeah, how to... The hell? Oh, Seed Firebreak is called. The list. That was confusing. Alright. So... of course. Ranger Sergeant Putin. Poor guy. Just pulling him. Oh my god. There it is.
A helmet. For a head. Is that what the prisoner meant?
Alright.
I guess there's only...
Let's give it to him. Here's your head.
Head, River Chicken Station. Oh, far tastier. Press any button?
So the helmet is what you're after, huh?
Tubes, snug and grape, pure grapes. Hail a lady.
You're
Hail a lady.
welcome, I guess. Did Kirkland lock you up in here?
Chief Gerbil? Yes. Teddy's long
Chief
around,
Gerbil.
but holdout's unhappiest. Can
Oh.
gather for goldfishes. No wrinkle.
Okay.
Alright, he's happy in here.
Well, sounds like you're doing fine in there now. Just make sure you don't go anywhere.
Jelly.
Jelly.
At least we helped this guy.
Thin space.
Best we leave it locked
That
up,
is one of my favorite
though.
missions,
We have
the
no
whole
idea
game.
what it is, and we don't need any more problems out here.
That is true. Construct these. Projectile spread for charge. Oh. Interesting. Okay, we can go with charge, sure. Plus 500%. That's insane. Okay. Let's make our way back. one more area. Bright Falls AWE. That should be it. I feel like I'm gonna kill myself using this weapon. So you know what? Just in case, I'll go with Shatter.
Ma'am, great timing. Hartman just came through here. God, he was hideous. He
It's
tore the
happening
security
again.
door into the Bright Falls AWE site wide open. He was so ugly. Like, wow. I got a good look at him, and Christ, he
Yeah.
does not look like he used to. The hiss must have messed him up or something. He looks like a bar rag that's been twisted by the world's strongest man, or a monster from some 80s horror movie. You know, back when it was all practical effects. Ugh.
Pretty good imagination, Langston.
Real
Did you say
professional,
something?
Langston.
I've written, rewritten. The darkness.
Wake, what do you have for us?
I've written and rewritten. Deconstructed, reconstructed. Experimented with different voices. Changed the style, changed myself. Forgotten the language, relearned the language. Have I been here before? Gone down this path before? The darkness wants to hide the past to make me lose my way. You must know where you've been to know where you're going. I trust what I read on these pages. I wrote them for a reason. My notes to myself. The only way to make progress, recap, then write more. The style then. Lose the fat. Make it clear. Ugly. Functional. Present, be blunt. Only the brutal truth. Cut through the reality, tear it apart, rewrite it. Be clever, make them do the work. Form the image in their minds. They make it, you just imply. Incept. They're drawn to the mystery, obsessed. You set it up, they put it together.
That is true
and there's
for
only
Jesse.
one
She
because
is drawn
you
to the
give
mystery
them no choice. And they believe in
and the
it
excitement.
because it's theirs now. Wants to hide the past and make me lose my way. I trust what I read on these pages. I wrote them for a reason. Cut through the reality, tear it apart, and rewrite it.
Going down. Way down.
Stuck.
Ah.
Let's go take care of it.
Okay. But one more. What the fuck, dude? That was messed up. Spawn inside me, basically. You look scary, Jesse. With your eyes. This is actually gonna be a pretty tough fight, I'm assuming. Hartman stuff.
Thank you for meeting with us again, Dr. Hartman.
Speak of
It's
the
my
devil.
pleasure, gentlemen. I hope the information I provided thus far has been of some small use.
It's been invaluable, Doctor. Really, we have a much clearer picture of this event, thanks to your accounts.
Well, I do consider myself a keen observer of...
We did have one question, though. You mentioned in an earlier conversation that your patients displayed, and I'm paraphrasing here, unnatural abilities that you in fact encouraged during their time in your lodge.
Wake, Thor,
It'd be very
Odin.
helpful if you could fill us in on the details there.
Of course. Like yourselves, I work to understand and even bend the rules of our earthly paradigm. My patient's well-being was paramount, of course, but I would hardly be a man of science if I did not reach out at the underlying truth. As I stated in my written proposal,
Well,
I
you
believe
became a life
working
subject
alongside
yourself.
Your organization
How
would
ironic.
be greatly beneficial to both parties. Sharing notes, as they say.
Thank you, Doctor. That's all we need to hear. Remy?
Dr. Emil Hartman, you have been found in breach of codes 4, 8, and 74
Yep.
of the Federal Bureau of Control Criminal Offense System.
What? You can't do this? I am a well-connected man. You're making a dire mistake, my friend.
You will be detained until further notice and all personal property will be confiscated, including the Cauldron Lake Lodge.
That's preposterous. You can't just seize my property.
They
a
can,
United
they
States
did.
Citizen. I have rights. That lodge is my life's work. I'm offering you years of research.
Get him out of here.
You're making a mistake. You have to listen to me. You have to listen.
Then he jumped to the lake. After they released him. Oh, we're going to the motel.
I've forgotten again. I had a plan. I know it. I've forgotten.
Yeah, at this point, Wake is stuck for like 10 years or so. At this time.
He's coming. I've got to get out of here.
Scratch is coming.
Dive.
Good God. Wake. Going insane. Which makes sense, I guess. Just being in a
Whatever is
spiral,
on
going
with Wake,
deeper
he
and deeper
clearly needs some
to the dark
help.
place. Yeah. Huh. Oh, could I have done that with the first one? Let's see it. Yeah. Cool.
Going mad.
Wake writes a beginning.
The story needed many beginnings, many springs, streams that turned into a river, a flood, and then an ocean.
It's not
This was
like
one.
it's an ocean.
Wake used the materials he had, the connections he had, the people, the places. Wake put them in to make it true. His wife, the psychiatrist, his city. These connections, like magnets, move things. Alice was a conduit. She'd been in the dark place. The thing that had been Hartman sensed her near, sensed Wake through her. Went berserk, broke loose. Wake made sure Alice was already gone by then. Safe.
Yeah, he wrote
The more
all of this into
springs, the more the
existence.
story became real, the more people believed. Cause and effect. It was extremely delicate and hard work. It had to go through the path of least resistance where success was most likely, where there was a connection already. Wake felt the pressure grow in his head, going mad. Wake had to escape. Right?
Yeah, his influence is insane in this world,
He was already
this
out.
universe.
He wanted to make it true. Wake needed a hero.
Us?
A hero needed a crisis. For the part in the story about the government agency, Wake needed something special, something to convey an alien force mimicking human intelligence. Something that can't be translated. Translated. Wake channeled Burroughs and Bowie. He cut up sentences and words. Orange peel. You are home. Insane. He put them in a shoebox. He pulled out the words. Wake created a Dadaist poem. He'd try anything once.
The words that the Hiss are saying, basically. When will it end, Wake?
His escape. Wake needed a hero. A hero needed a crisis.
Get the power on. There it is. Alice Wake interview. After reaching out to the Bureau, Alice Wake was brought into the Elder's house for an interview on 2017. The interview conducted by Agents Shaw and Dempsey revealed that Mrs. Wake has had recurrent nightly visitations from her missing ex-husband in her New York apartment. Mr. Wake appears out of nowhere and rushes at her down the corridor. Oh my god, that's terrifying. We actually played that section in Alan Wake 2, funny enough. According to her impression, he appears crazy and horrifying, clearly coming at her with violent intent. Mrs. Wake believes that he is haunting her, insisting he is not Alan, but a fucking monster in his body. Mrs. Scratch, basically. Mrs. Wake has not been sleeping out of fear of these visits. Her attempts to keep the lights on through the night result in the irrelevant hallway's light bulb breaking every night, possibly indicating involvement of the darkness, shade. Further investigation required for proposed installing monitoring equipment in the apartment. Copies of supply requests from okay.
Another replica. Like the one they made for Ordinary. I wonder...
Send a ranger out.
Oops.
Director's orders.
Let's do this!
Alright, buddy. What is this? Oh, this is an elevator. Don't need to use it. I can just jump down.
These are the notes of Dr. Emil Hartman. I am continuing my work alone again. To recognize a golden opportunity.
Just gonna hear out Hartman here.
Generous offers, the conversations came to naught. Though I believe now that it was for the best. The sort of bold, pioneering work that I am undertaking cannot thrive under the shackles of bureaucracy. Seeking such partnerships. There was a time when I hoped Alan Wake and I could collaborate. Together we could have produced art such that the world has never seen. But Wake was stubborn, egotistical.
That is true.
Writers usually are.
He was.
Disappointing nonetheless. But now, like Tom before him, Wake has disappeared in the Cauldron Lake.
Yet since this is Spiral and Tom looks like Wake, who came first? Who wrote
He was lost to the lake.
the other character into existence first? Tom or Wake?
That the individuals within the lake are not entirely gone.
Is Wake just another creation
I anticipate Wake will simply
by Tom?
return. While I may harbor some resentment for him, his raw talent and determination are undeniable. From this, I have concluded that the lake and the are not as removed from this world as I previously thought. Given my acute awareness of what awaits within, my meticulous preparations, and my considerable education, I believe myself much more prepared.
Really, you think so, Hartman?
I should be able to cross into that dark realm with the chance to return as they.
He had like one of the worst
All that
fates
remains is the dive
in this
itself.
universe.
It frightens me, I admit, but such is the burden of the truth seeker. I will take my plunge into the dark tomorrow with only the light of knowledge to guide me. It's time for a breakthrough. Until I return.
Well, you did return. What is this? I'm gonna read this later on. Rightful summary. Be careful, buddy. What are you doing shooting him? The sounds. Defeat Hartman. Alright, let's do this. Oh, we gotta do it again. Okay, that's fine by me. Oh, this... Yeah, okay. I see what's happening. We gotta restore the power again. Oh, I don't have any energy! Ah, shit! Oh, this is actually trickier than I thought it would be. See, I just need you to put this in. Okay. Dude, look at this ribcage. He looks insane. Where is he? Did we do it? Oh, we did it.
Hartman won't be a problem anymore, Langston. But investigations need someone to run it.
The new head of investigations, Langston.
I've seen what happens to sector heads, ma'am. No, thank you.
Okay. That's actually a reasonable response.
Ma'am, I'm getting something on my terminal here, an AWE alert from Bright Falls, Washington.
Uh-huh.
But it might be a glitch. The date's all wrong.
Oh, it's not Langston.
And we're in lockdown. There shouldn't be any incoming signals.
Cauldron Lake,
Maybe it was
event
active
in
before
progress.
We went into lockdown? Are there agents on site?
Let me check.
Estevez.
Agent Estevez is the field agent in
Hell
charge
yeah.
of monitoring the site, so she should be there to let us know if the situation has been through any major changes.
Oh, this is so cool, man. That was so good. Such a good expansion. Preparing us for Alan Wake 2. Teasing us. And giving us a taste with this expansion.
If the alarm's true, then so is the reason for the alarm.
Yep.
The effect must follow the cause. It's happening again. A return.
Return! Oh my god. That is good. Especially after playing Alan Wake 2. That's awesome. Return, huh? Alright. So I got Bright Falls, AWE 10, 1976. Unconfirmed threshold manifestation occurred at Cauldron Lake, WA. The citizens of Bright Falls have gathered in the town's southern southwestern fields for the annual festival known as Deerfest. Eyewitnesses all claimed that the day had been sunny, confirmed by reviews of the area's weather reports. But then, with no warning, a thunderstorm appeared in the direction of the Anderson farm, and a tornado rose from Cauldron Lake. Yeah, a lot has happened. The torrential rain that followed caused a flash flood. It was as if the day had turned to night. Testimony from Frank Breaker, the sheriff of Bright Falls, formerly a bureau agent, managed to guide the crowd to safety as the festival grounds were destroyed by the flood. The festival was cancelled, ending one day early. Lack of official bureau presence on the scene makes this event difficult to report as a confirmed AWE, though the similarity to other known events in the Bright Falls area lend credence to the accounts of the townspeople. There's the lodge. Oh. Gonna check around to see if I missed anything. Don't think I did. Just being cautious here though. Bright Falls supplement. The third thing, defeat Hartman. That was late. On the day of the flooding, the rock band Old Gods of Asgard was rehearsing in a field outside the Anderson farm. I remember that. The homestead of band members Odin and Thor Anderson both admitted to being in a heavy state of inebriation at the time. Moonshine! Having spent days drinking their homebrewed moonshine while celebrating Deerfest. After the townspeople were evacuated from the flooded field, Sheriff Breaker was asked by Freya Anderson. Oh my god, daughter of Thor Anderson. They had this set up for a long time for Alan Wake 2. Saga's mom. To check on her father and uncle, Breaker drove to the Anderson farm and found the band members alive but in need of medical aid. Thor Anderson had been struck by lightning and Odin Anderson had cut out his own right eye. Oh, this is when they went against the witch, I think. A possible reference to Norse deities. Thor and Odin. Why is this redacted? We know. They claimed they had fought and valiantly defeated a dark army of the Scratch and Hag. Yeah, rising from the Cauldron Lake. While impossible to verify, these events are relevant to the recurring AWE at Bright Falls and the Cauldron Lake. Odin and Thor have been listed as persons of interest.
This must be where they studied Hartman.
Mm-hmm.
Kinda looks like doing so. I wonder if they treated him as badly.
Okay. Well, let's fight, huh? Actually, let me get up these files. Wake photograph. Where's the sphere? Who's healing him? Oh, there it is. Oh, good job, buddy. Just one guy left. This is actually an insane fight. Good God. Wow. Imagine if I die here. Oh! You control this thing. Sick. Alright. Now we can check on these. Wake evidence. A photograph of Alan Wake captured by Alice Wake during an event in her home. Alice Wake, former wife of Alan Wake, has recently been visited at night by her ex-husband or entity resembling him. See file for more. Being a professional photographer, Mrs. Wake positioned cameras with motion sensors around the corridor he appears in and managed to capture an image of Mr. Wake on film. During an interview with Mrs. Wake, she mentioned that her favorite camera was lost in 2010 during AWE 35 Bright Falls. No match has been found amongst the confiscated evidence from that AWE. It has been filed as a potential altered item, and research staff stationed at Bright Falls are being contacted to check if they have any knowledge of such an item. Well, she uses her photography talent to help Wake in the second game. She uses the photographs. Wake photograph. Good God. Oh my God. That's terrifying, dude. Seeing this in the corridor, your presumably dead husband at night lunging at you? Yeah, that's freaking terrifying. Well, we did it. That was it. Wait. What is this? Night Springs screenplay, page 4. The scientist turns from what used to be his director, now transformed to a stranger, an alien that only resembles the director in form. He drops his all-important clipboard as he stumbles toward the closing portal, but the horrible entity is already rushing through it in a flow of insanity and chaos. The scientist becomes caught in it, and the entity devours him, screaming as it enters our world. The director lifts his pistol to his head, his hand is steady, Shuren's finality. Director, or so I thought. Camera fades to black, a gunshot is heard. Narrator. And so our hunger for control, name drop, our obsession for domination and power, the hubris at play in this children's puppet show we're staring in, can only lead to our fall from control, to submit to those who really hold the strings and control us in Night Springs. After that, Jesse Faden comes to play. Okay. Well, that was a fun journey. Thank you guys so very much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed this. That's gonna be it for this whole playthrough. We've done all the expansions, we've done the main story. It was such a fun playthrough in preparation for Control Resonant. So if you're looking forward to that, and if you're watching from YouTube, please be sure to subscribe, hit that bell, give a like, all the good stuff. And with that, I'll be seeing you in the next one. Take care, guys.